you find a white piece of paper that's on your table there and in your pew, and you fill it out. When you're done filling it out, well, you put it in the fishbowl that you'll find on the bar back there. And after the second intermission, I'm going to draw a name out of that thing, and you could be the big winner of all this stuff. And that's it. That's all I have to do the drawing. Okay, I'm going to bring out my partner here, Edward, and he and I are going to chat a little bit about what you're about to see. Ed, explain a little bit.
How y'all doing? Good. All right, all right. By applause, how many of you grew up in a really, 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 really small town? Okay. A few of you. Okay, that's good, that's good. Now, growing up in a small town, you know that those tiny little... Okay. A few of you. Okay, that's good, that's good. Now, growing up in a small town, you know that those tiny little burgs have what we like to call the colorful folk. You know, the plain-spoken people, the ones who don't flower up their language, they just cut right through the bat and say exactly what they mean.
They offend.
Yeah, put it bluntly, yeah, that's about it. Well, this play is chock full of that kind of person, okay? There are people like that all over in this play, and they say some things that might set you on edge a little bit. They might say some things that might make you go... But, you know, their hearts are in the right place, and just laugh along with them.
Don't beat us up in the parking lot, what we're trying to say.
Okay.
We're only pretending, we're just actors, we're just doing what the script says to do.
Okay.
No beating us up.
Okay, understood? Yeah. All right,
We're just gonna have some fun, that's all. Let's take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Greater Tuna.
This is radio station OKKK in Tuna, Texas, serving the greater Tuna area at 275 watts. Signing on.
Good morning, Tuna. This is Thurston Wheelis.
And this is Arliss Struve.
And this is the Wheelis
Struve
Report.
And away we go with the news.
All
Take
right.
it away, Thurston.
All right, let's see. First off in the news, we have the winner of the Tuna Junior High American Heritage Essay Competition. And this year's winner is Connie Karp. That's the daughter of W.H. and Vera Karp right here in Texas, in Tuna. And the title of her essay is Human Rights. Why bother? Second place went to Jimbo Beaumont for Living with Radiation. And third prize went to Levita Posey for her essay entitled The Other Side of Bigotry. Well, Arliss, with subjects like that, I don't know how they ever picked a winner.
I don't know either. Why it should make the citizens of Tuna proud to know they're producing the well-educated students that know what America's all about.
They do.
They do.
They do. They do. They do.
They do. Thank you, Ronnie. What's this? Oh, excuse me, Thurston.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, I have some bad news for the Tuna area. Former Tuna County Court Judge Roscoe Buckner died yesterday in his home. He'd suffered a severe stroke. Now, Judge Buckner had been a judge in the Tuna County area for over 47 years. He hung more people in the 30s than any other active judge. Well, he'd had a history of heart trouble, and I guess his body will lie in state at the Hubert Funeral Home starting at noon today. But Wexler Hubert says that if you come before noon, you just gotta have to wait because the judge won't be ready till noon.
Well, folks, that is some bad news.
It is.
It is.
It is. Now, on the art scene, the on-again, off-again auditions for Tuna Little Theater's production of My Fair Lady are on again. Now, they had been called off due to lack of budget, but this year's director, Joe Bob Lipsy, and a recent graduate of Southwest Texas Eastern I&A State University, just said that he found a way to go ahead with this year's production using sets and costumes from last year's show, South Pacific. He says that this year's production of My Fair Lady will be the very first production of My Fair Lady set in Polynesia.
Hey, you know something on this? That is just the kind of thing that just might put us on the map.
On it.
They'll find us.
They will. Now, let's see here. Joe Bob says get your Hawaiian shirts, your grass skirts, and your coconuts, and head on out to the Coweta Baptist Church Thursday night at 8:30 in tryout for My Fair Lady. Oh, Joe Bob says he wants to integrate the cast this year, so if you know any Negro or Mexican-American actors and actresses, you just tell them to come on out and try out for the chorus.
Yep, come on out. Come on out. You never know, you might just get a part.
You might.
You might.
You might get a part. You might. Hey, Thurston, you got that farm report?
Excuse me? Oh. Yeah, okay. I got that farm report here somewhere. Well, folks, it's going to be an incomplete farm report because, well, not everything's in yet. But I got beef up, pork down, chickens are vacillating, and I don't know much about sow bellies, but I do know that it is time for a word from our sponsor, D.D. Snavely of D.D.'s Used Weapons. And here's D.D. to tell us all about it. D.D.
As the high cost of security got you blue, and come on down and browse through our complete line of used knives and guns. Or find what you need in our mace and tear gas department. Now, some people are hesitant to buy used weapons, but all of DD's weapons are absolutely guaranteed to kill. You find something here that won't kill you, just bring it on back and we'll give you something that will. It's on our guarantee. If DD's won't kill it, it's immortal.
All right, D.D. Folks, it's always a pleasure having D.D. here with us. Thank you again, D.D. Let's see, next we're going to go out to the weather, and for that we're going to head out into the field with our weather correspondent. You've known him for years, Harold Dean Latimer. Harold Dean, what's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be a little bit of everything.
We got a little rain coming in from the north, from the east, and the west, and a little bit from the south. But that should all burn off by mid-morning, and by noon, it should be unbearably hot and humid. We're going to say about 100 and 101. Now, for the afternoon, we got this possible dust storm coming in out of West Texas. Now, they say the sky could go completely black about 4 o'clock. And then there's that swarm of locusts coming in from Louisiana. But they should all get killed off by the dust, and the rest should probably drown and get blown away in that tropical storm heading our way. That'll be Tropical Storm Luther. It'll hit here about 10 o'clock. It's going to bring a lot of rain. It's going to be cloudy and miserable. It's going to rain for several days, so get out your raincoats. Back to you, Thurston.
All right. Thank you, Harold Dean. Well, you heard it, folks. Rain. You know something? Harold Dean has to get up at 4 o'clock every morning to get those reports in on time. And, you know, sometimes we'll see him out there standing out in the field.
Hell,
God only knows
I've
what
seen
kind
him
of
up to
weather.
his neck in snow before.
You know, hey, remember that time he spotted that water spout out over Miller Pond?
He picked him up and dropped him in Dewey County.
Yep, he did. Yeah. Hey, but he got that report in on time.
He did.
He did. He sure as hell did.
Thank you, Roddy. What's this? Uh-oh. Hey. A UFO. That is an unidentified flying object. Has been spotted over Lake Mobet by R.R. Snavely. Now, R.R. says it looks like a gigantic chalupa without the guacamole. That's what it says.
It does. It does. It does. It does.
It does. Now, let's see, from our world news desk, peace talks fail, attack imminent. Well, that's all the news I got for you. So you just stay here on the line, though, because we got Leonard on the line coming up.
Yeah, oh, wait, I got a note here. Thank you, Ronnie. Let's see. It says, you forgot to throw the power switch. You're not on the air. Good morning, Tuna! This is Thurston Wheelis.
This is Honest Truth.
And this is the Wheelis
Groovy
Report. Hopkins on station OKKK for Clan 249. And I want to remind everybody that there's going to be a meeting tonight down at the meeting house. We're going to talk about them sharecroppers out by Hogshooter Creek. And see, they've been taking up a lot more land than they should. And, well, they ain't been leaving nothing for the wild game to live in. And come fall, there ain't going to be nothing left to kill. And then that sport's going to be gone. So I want everybody to come on out to the meeting tonight so we can plan out what we're going to say to them. And this time, I think they're going to listen. This is Elmer Watkins for Clan 249. Thank you.
This is Petey Fisk, speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Now, I'd like you all to take a few minutes to think about the duck. It's tough being a duck. Why, cartoons portray ducks as genetic mutants with speech impediments. Why, the very word duck, when used as a verb, means to rapidly lower your body position as to avoid injury. So when someone says duck, you don't know if they're talking about a bird or an accident. And the Chinese eat their feet. Now, you may not know it, but we have ourselves a duck crisis situation right here in Tuna. See, ever since the government flooded Buckner Basin, well, the ducks don't have any nesting grounds left. So we're up to our neck in homeless ducks. Well, to remedy this situation, the Humane Society has published a pamphlet, Duck Trapping Without Trauma. We're sending a copy to every house in the Tuna area. So you bring me those trapped ducks to me, Petey Fisk, and I will personally relocate them in unflooded areas. This is Petey Fisk speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
Baby, how about some more of these biscuits and gravy? You hardly touched them.
No, Ma, I don't want nothing.
Well, baby, I could fry you up some more bacon.
No, Mama, I already had some.
Is there something wrong with them hash browns?
No, Mama.
Well, then have some more. Jody, what is that on the back porch? Oh, no, honey, no, you didn't. Oh, Jody, no, I will not have another puppy.
Mama, you followed me home.
From where?
Petey Fisk.
Petey Fisk has given you another dog. I swear that man saves the dogs of the world and sends them home for me to feed. No, you cannot have another dog. 8 dogs is too many.
Mama!
No, you cannot have another dog,
I'll
Jody.
take care of
Baby, it is not a matter of taking care of it. Pumpkin, it is not normal. It's not normal for you to have 8 to 10 dogs following you all over. No, now do not let that puppy in the house. That reporter from Houston's gonna be here any minute. Hey. I said don't let the puppy in the house. Oh, Jody, honey. Oh. Now, isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh, you. Oh, no, get down. No, sweetheart, no. Oh, stop it. Stop it, quit it. Oh. He has done it to me again. He has done it to me again. All right. Come here, you. Yes, you. Come here. Yeah. You have to go outside with the others. I've got a set for an interview. Now, you back away from the door. Go on, get back, all of you. There you go, baby. Bang. Hey, now y'all get away from her. You let her alone. Bless her heart. Isn't she just sweet? I could kill that damn Petey Fisk. Stanley, honey, you want some oatmeal? Well, how about some of these biscuits? Well, will you try some hash browns?
Mama, get off. I'll get some M&Ms on the way to trade school.
Stanley.
Mama.
Man cannot live on M&Ms alone.
Get off.
And don't you lie to me about trade school. Vera Karp said you spent half the morning yesterday sitting in your car across from the grocery store.
Vera Karp can kiss my rusty butt.
Stanley, don't you start.
Mama, everything'd be fine if Charlene would stop it.
I wish to God you and your sister would quit that fighting.
I heard her up there groaning.
Stanley, she'll hear you.
Well, she goes in there and locks the door, and then she turns on the water and starts groaning.
Stanley!
Whenever I hear that groaning start, well, I just know she's trying to squeeze into a pair of my jeans.
Stanley! Now, you may be big yourself one day.
If I am, shoot me.
Stanley!
Mama, she's ripped out 3 pair of my Wranglers last month.
Oh. Charlene! Charlene, honey, I know you can hear me. Get out of Stanley's jeans now.
Her hips are so big, she has to lay down on the bed and groan into them.
Stanley, we are gonna find her a good diet.
Better find her a good surgeon.
Oh, would you just get out of here before you drive me to a rubber room at Big Springs? Now, Charlene, honey, get out of Stanley's jeans now. You know you're too big to fit in them. Just breaks my heart to hurt that baby's feelings.
Should have known you'd take her side.
Oh, Stanley, don't let dogs in the house, no! Oh, Thunder, get off that chair. Yes, you better get your butt out that door. Bang! Bingo! Oh my God, bingo, what is that? Well, come on, you get on, no way, you come back here and take that thing with you. All right, come on, out you go. Bang! Oh. You dogs are gonna be the death of me. This house just cleaned it. Charlene, honey, hurry up. I know you're working on your poem for the radio show, but sweetheart, your breakfast is getting cold.
Mama, come up here and get this dog out of my room.
Which one?
Whoopee.
Whoopi, come on, baby. Get down here. Come on, Whoopi. Yeah, you come over here, you. Now, I have told you about coming in through that door. If you come in this house one more time, I know a German Shepherd who's going to be looking for a new home. Bang! Oh. And you're next. Honestly. Charlene, honey, do you want some oatmeal?
No.
Well, how about some biscuits? Will you try some hash browns, baby?
No, thank you.
Well, at least have a cup of coffee. Here you go, baby. Charlene, stop it. Now, you remember that agreement we made? We're only going to use sweet and slender in our coffee.
Mama, I used sweet and slender when I had something to live for.
Charlene, what is the matter?
Nothing.
Well, baby, why are you mad?
I'm not.
Charlene, now snap. Baby, everybody can't be cheerleader.
Oh, Mother!
Charlene, there are other things to live for.
Name one.
Well, I can't think of anything right now, but when I do, I'll write it down and give it to you.
Well, one thing for certain is that vicious little collie cop calls me 2 bits one more time. I swear she'd better send for bandages.
Oh, she's just like her mother. You kill her with kindness.
I kill her with something.
Charlene, do unto others. Now, don't let those damn dogs in the house! Oh, my God. Oh, please get on that table. I wish you would get on that table. You get on out of there. Bang. Trixie, come. Trixie and Dolly, get out from under there. Now, you girls know better. Now, you two just get on out of this. Bang! Oh. house one more time, I swear you're gonna need drugs to kill the pain. I have had it. Oh, there's that reporter from Houston. Coming. I said I was coming. Well, you're just gonna have to hold your horses. I said I was coming. Now, let's see. Yes.
Mr. Buehmiller?
Yes.
I'm Chet Hartford.
Oh, Mr. Hartford, do come on in. Now, can I get you something to drink? A cup of coffee, perhaps?
No, I don't care for anything. I'm in a bit of a hurry, though. We get right to that interview.
Why, certainly.
Yeah. So, you're chairing the censorship of textbook committee, am I correct?
Oh, no. That's the Reverend Spikes who's the head of that committee. Oh, but I am a member. We're having a meeting this afternoon, by the way. Oh, but please don't come. You see, the Reverend Spikes, he just hates the press. I think it has something to do with all that old folks' homes he owns and all those terrible things they say about him in the newspaper. Well, I guess I better just shut up. But I am the head of the subcommittee that wants to snatch those books off the shelves of the local high school library. Oh, some of those books are just disgusting. Our children have no business reading them, and somebody has to watch the minds of the children.
No, but before we get to the books, Mr. Buehmiller, what do you feel in your background qualifies you to censor textbooks?
Well, I could list my activities briefly if you like.
Please.
Well, all right. I am currently president of Ladies for a Better Tuna, and I am also the den mother of Den 225, and I am the only high C soprano in the First Baptist Choir. And see, I am also the recorder for the Javelina Club. That's the ladies' auxiliary of the Wild Boars. See, the Wild Boars are sort of a break-off branch of the Lions Club. We just thought the Lions were too liberal. Let's see. I am also the former head of the local BBB. That's the Better Baptist Bureau. And I'm also a member of our shut-in visiting squad, the Tuna Helpers. And I am also the president and co-founder of Citizens for Fewer Blacks in Literature.
Thank you, Mr. Buehmiller. I think I get the idea. So, what are the books you feel should be streaking from the shelves?
Well, there's 4 of them that we're going to try to have removed nationwide, and then from there we're just going to go on.
What are the 4 books?
Roots. We do not deny that Roots has been a very successful television series, but we feel that it only shows one side of the slavery issue.
Go on.
Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Well, it's just the most disgusting title to begin with. It makes me want to herb. Besides, it vilifies a great American, General Custer. And it encourages the reader to believe that the United States cannot be trusted in making any treaties.
What's next?
Huckleberry Finn. By Mark Twain.
Oh, did he write that?
Oh, yes, he did. Now, that book shows a pre-adolescent youth avoiding his chores, running away from home, cohorting with a Negro convict, and putting on women's clothes.
Go on.
Romeo and Juliet.
What can you tell is wrong with Romeo and Juliet?
Well, it just shows teenagers having sex, that's all, and we are not for that. We're certainly not going to encourage it. Besides, it shows a rampant disregard for parental authority.
You are aware, Mrs. Buehmiller, that William Shakespeare wrote that play.
Oh, yes, we are. And we're looking into some of his other stuff, too. He wrote Barefoot in the Park, didn't he?
Mrs. Buehmiller, quite often people claim to talk to God. Do you talk to God, Mrs. Buehmiller?
Well, I pray.
That's not what I asked you. Do you talk to God directly?
Well, no. Oh, but he does leave little messages for me. With the Reverend Spikes. And I figure secondhand messages from the Lord is good enough for me.
Thank you, Mrs. Bueller. I think I've got one hell of a story here.
Oh, now, don't you run off just yet. I've got so many more interesting things to tell you about Tuna.
Well, I'm sure they just boggle the mind, Mrs. Bueller, but I really must run.
Oh, now, wait a minute. What is the name of your magazine?
Intellect.
I don't believe we have that here in Tuna.
I'll see that you get a copy, Mrs. Bueller. Bye.
All right, bye. Well, I just think reporters ask the silliest questions. Guess I'm lucky you didn't ask me any more than you did. Thank God you didn't ask me about my family. Oh, poor Charlene. That girl is just going crazy over not getting cheerleader. And I tell her, honey, settle down. It's gonna be okay. You'll get cheerleader next year. And she looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks and says, Mama, I'm a senior. I just don't know how to tell my only daughter that she's never gonna be cheerleader. I just don't know how to do it. Oh, and Stanley, don't know what to do about that boy. Dating a Mexican girl. Well, he never has been right. But Jody's gonna be all right. He'll be normal. Even though he's got 8 to 10 dogs following him all the time. And still, I think he'll outgrow that. I know he will. I hope. Anyway, at least I didn't have to lie about Hank. I have cooked and cleaned for that sorry son of a bitch for 27 years. He won't even take me to the drive-in movies. And I pretend not to notice. I pretend not to notice when we're going to church on Sunday morning, after Saturday night, after I have smelt the perfume and seen the lipstick smears. I swear, sometimes I wish the hand would have a stroke. I swear to God, I wish he would. I didn't mean that. God forgive me, I did not mean that. I'm so glad that reporter didn't ask.
This is Ernest Truvey with a news update concerning the recently deceased Judge Roscoe Buckner, who died yesterday. Now, the body was found by Nicky Mayberry, who come over to collect for the newspaper. Well, Nicky wishes to quench all rumors that the judge was found dead in a women's bikini swimsuit. He says there's no truth to that rumor whatsoever.
It's not true.
It's not.
It's not.
According to Nicky, it was a 1950 turquoise Dale Evans one-piece swimming suit. Services are pending at Hubert Funeral Home.
Ain't that awful? Ain't it awful?
Yeah.
This is Petey Fitt, speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. I'm here to introduce you to this week's Pet of the Week. His name is Yippee Ya. We just call him Yippee. That's why. This charming little Chihuahua part rat terrier will make a charming little pet for someone. Here's yours. Stop it. The only real drawback he has as a pet is his tendency for hyperactive behavior. Stop it! He also has a difficult time placing small thrill animals.
Petey Fisk? Is this Petey Fisk?
Well, yes.
This is Bertha Miller, Petey. Now, I want to talk to you and I want you to listen. Do you understand me, Petey?
Well, what are you talking about?
I talk and you listen. All right? Now, I have tried to think of what it is that I have done to deserve this life that I lead. A husband who spent 4 years in prison for robbing a filling station of $47. Then there are my psycho twins, Charlene and Stanley, whom you know have caused me no end of grief. And then there is my youngest, Jody, who is never seen anywhere where he doesn't have a pack of dogs following him. They follow him to school, they follow him home, they follow him everywhere. And Petey, last week I very nearly had to whoop him because he wanted to take him to the First Baptist Church. I said I talk and you listen. Now, we have a very serious problem on our hands, Petey. My son Jody has something as serious as a drug habit. My son Jody has a dog habit. He is psychologically addicted to those dogs, and you, Petey Fisk, are a puppy pusher.
Well,
I said I talk and you listen. Now, I will put up with Shep, Woofy, Trixie, Bingo, Blossom, Dolly, Sweet Nothing, and Thunder. But if that little yippy dog, half chihuahua, half rat, half whatever it is you've been talking about on the radio, if that dog shows up at my house, Petey Fisk, they're going to have to drag the river to find your body.
But
I said listen! Now I'm going to call my Aunt Pearl Burris, Petey. I swear to God, I'm going to call my Aunt Pearl. And I'm going to have her make up a whole batch of her bitter pills. I mean business, Petey. I am serious as a stroke. Now, I will not be the mother of an addict, whether he is on opium or basset hounds. Now, say goodbye, Petey.
Goodbye.
News update. The recent sighting of a UFO, that is, an unidentified flying object by R.R. Snavely, has been discounted by his wife, Dee Dee. According to Dee Dee, R.R. was drunk when he actually claimed to have sighted it, so she says everybody just forget about it, he was drunk.
Well, we all thought it was something like that.
We did.
We did. Hell, it had to be.
And now, folks, sit back and listen to the #1 show in Dewey County, On the Line with Leonard, where your business is everybody's business. And now here's station manager Leonard Childers.
Hello, everybody. This is Leonard Childers coming into your homes on radio station OKKK, where every day we like to take a few minutes to find out just what's up Tuna's craw. Now, I see the lines are already lighting up, but we'll take our first let-it-out call as soon as we take a quick look at this week in Tuna. Let's see. Aha. I got a note here from the Reverend Spikes, and he says he's going to sponsor another record burning. And he says, get out your rock and roll, and this time don't forget your Chuck Berry, your Brenda Lee, and your Little Richard. And Reverend Spike says you can leave that Buddy Holly and that Elvis at home. They're good Southern boys and they'll be forgiven. Let's see. Anyway, that's going to be this Sunday night down at the Coweta Baptist Church at 8 o'clock. And so you bring your rock and roll, come on out, and burn it. All right, what else we got here? Aha. Ida Thompson is coordinating another trip over to the Eureka Springs Passion Play held over there in Arkansas. And Ida says that they're going to be leaving Saturday morning at 7:45 in the a.m. from the First Methodist parking lot. And Ida says that if you're not there by 7:45, she's going to leave you. All right, then. Let's see. Let's take our first let-it-out call. You're on the line with Leonard. Let it out. Oh, God, turn your radio down. Now, folks, you have to remember to turn down your radio when you call in because it just blows the hell out of my ears. All right, let it out.
This is Dee Dee Snavely.
All right, Dee Dee, let it out.
Can something be done about these Halloween pranksters?
It's a little early for Halloween, don't you think, Dee Dee?
You wouldn't feel that way if you've been through what I've been through.
Oh, yeah?
Now, soaking people's windows and letting the air out of people's tires is one thing. But I draw the line at extreme mental anguish. Do you hear me, Leonard?
I hear you, Dee Dee.
Now, last year, those boys came over and spread sorghum syrup all over my front porch.
Oh, that is really mean.
Yeah, I'm just getting started, Leonard. In the morning, my mama comes over at 5:30 after she's eaten her prunes. And she set foot on that front porch and that syrup stopped her dead in her tracks.
Oh, that is really mean, Dee Dee.
It's not funny, Leonard. She was out there for 2.5 hours. She watched the sun come up.
Oh, who would think of something that mean, Dee
I
Dee?
got a feeling Virgil Carp was in on it, but I can't prove nothing.
Well, it sounds like something Virgil would do.
And if I catch him near my house one more time, you better have a high threshold to pay.
Oh, now, Dee Dee, we all know that you wouldn't do anything to hurt that boy.
Hide and watch, Leonard. Hide and watch.
Well, Virgil, son, if you're listening, the woman means business.
Yeah. The damage is already done, Leonard. Well, I can't even put syrup on my pancakes without thinking about that poor old lady trying to reach the doorbell. I can't believe it.
Oh, Dee Dee, just settle down, hon. There's no use getting all upset about it. Now, you just go take one of your nerve pills, okay?
I will.
All right. Oh, folks, it's getting so kids can't have any fun anymore. Oh, but you know something? Dee Dee has had a rough life out there running that store and all. Well, she has got a lot to let out. All right, let's take another caller. You're on the line with Leonard. Let it out. Oh, good God, turn it down. Oh, gee. Oh,
This
yeah.
is Finest Block.
Oh, Finest, what's up?
Hi. Now, I'm just calling to announce my candidacy in next year's city council election.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your Finest, you have been running for city council for as long as I can remember. Why don't you just give up?
Well, you see, it's funny. In the past, you see, my opponents have used personality as a major issue. See, I know now in a personality contest, well, I'm going to lose every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because I'm short and I'm from Indiana, and, well, some people just naturally hate me.
Well, you're right there, Finest.
But this year I'm going to infuse some vital issues that the voters just can't ignore.
Yeah.
Like, well, did you know that there's thousands of people out there that don't pay taxes whatsoever?
Like who, Finest?
Like, welfare mothers and prisoners?
Oh, they don't pay any?
No, see, the prisoners would be easy to tax in. They really know right where they are.
Well, you got a point there, Finest. Hey, listen, we wish you the best of luck this time around, huh, buddy?
Well, you only have to win once.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Finest. I tell you, you're a man ahead of your time. Well, folks, you heard that one here first. Okay. You know something? Finest Bly has been running for city council for now on 14 years. And he's never made it to first base. Well, you hang in there, hey, Finest. Okay, let's take another call. You're on the line with Leonard. Let it out.
Hey, this is Stanley Pewmiller.
Oh, Stanley, what are you
I
on?
just listening to your last caller here.
Yeah.
And see, as I see it, if the government's going to tax something, why don't they put a tax on stupidity?
Stanley, this is a serious program. Get
Hey,
to it.
I am serious. If the government taxes that stupidity, well, that Finest Bly be in the top bracket.
Stanley, Finest Bly is a model citizen, unlike some people I know.
He's an ignorant idiot.
Yeah, we don't need to get down to name calling,
He's a
Stanley.
pinhead idiot.
Stanley, I'm going to cut you off.
Hey, Leonard, why don't you tell that Finest Bly to kiss my referendum?
Stanley! You can't say that on the radio. Folks, I hate to say anything about Hank Bewmiller's boy, but, you know, we all hoped that year in reform school would have done Stanley some good. But he come out of there meaner than Mussolini. Well, it just goes to show you that you can't help some people. All right, well, we have time for one more call. And let's see what we got going out here on the line. All right. You're on the line with Leonard. Let it out.
This is Dee Shangley again.
Oh, Dee Dee, what's the matter this time?
Can something be done about these hobos under the interstate bridge?
You mean out there under the underpass, huh?
Yeah, it's got so crowded I can't even dump my garbage there anymore. And the stink I can smell all the way to Coletta County.
Oh.
And now there is enough soap in this world to keep everybody clean. Am I right, Leonard?
I believe you're right there, Dee Dee.
Instead of minding the store, my husband goes down there and drinks with them.
Oh, now, hey, Dee Dee, isn't that where RR spotted that unidentified flying Mexican food?
No, it's not. And it's mighty wide of you to bring it up.
Oh, now don't get all bent out of shape there, Dee Dee. I just want you to know. Oh, God in heaven!
And this is Honest Ruby. Got a news flash here. Sheriff Gibbons says Danny Palladori is out of the state penitentiary and is heading home in a 1962 blue Chevy Impala. So everybody watch out for him. He'll run you over.
He will. He will.
Hell, that man will kill you.
Oh, and now for that weather report. We're going to go out there to Buckner Basin with Harold D. Latimer. Harold D., what's it going to be?
Well, in the weather, it's gonna rain.
Mrs. Pearl Barrett, General Delivery, Tuna, Texas. Dear Mrs. Barrett, after a recent unsettling phone call from your niece, Bertha Boomiller, I feel compelled to write to you. As you know, relations have never been strong between the Humane Society and those who raise chickens. Now, we realize this is your livelihood, as disgusting as it may be to those of us here at the Humane Society.
Here, chickie, come and get it. There you go, eat it up. Babies.
Do feel, however, that you are posing a danger to the children of your neighborhood. Now, we're sure that you love the children of your neighborhood as much as we do.
Hey, get out of them tomatoes. Go on, get out. I'm going to call Sheriff Gibbons.
Let me have him.
Mrs. Burris, we have traced over 70 dog poisonings to your doorstep. Don't you think this is taking eccentricity a bit too far?
They left that poodle in my yard. I'll bet it's an egg sucker. Where is it?
We feel, however, that you have been somewhat overzealous in your protection of your chicken.
Where's my strychnine?
Oh, please to God, don't tell me I'm out.
In fact, Mrs. Burris, there are those of us here at the Humane Society who believe you actually enjoy poisoning dogs.
Oh, I'll kill Henry if he's hidden my strychnine. There it is. Yeah.
We are all aware of your bitter pills, those enticing little dough balls that you roll into little biscuits.
Here you go. There it is. Henry thought he'd be clever and hide it, but I found it. I'm gonna kill me a poodle. There's my biscuits. I'm gonna make you a bitter pill.
Also aware that your husband Henry is the owner of the finest bird dog in Dewey County. Now, how could anybody who lives around a $2,000 dog like that poison other people's dogs so heartlessly?
Here, puppy. Get over here, egg lips. Come and get the bitter pill.
Now, Ripper, get back. It's not for you. Ripper, stay back. Get back and stay back. It is not for you, Ripper.
Well, I didn't mean to scare you. Come here. I'm just gonna set it down right there. And you come and get it. Here you go. Get over here. That's it.
Ripper, don't eat that. Oh, my God. Ripper's eating the
for real or imagined reasons.
Oh my God, I poisoned Henry's bird dog. Oh, look at him shake.
Now, the only known cure for canicidal thrombosis is to surround the patient with lots and lots of dogs until the urge to kill passes.
Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh, think, Pearl, think. Oh, I know, I'll call Stanley. I'll get him to come over here, drag that dog out into the road, and then we'll run it over with the Pontiac. That's what we'll do. Tell Henry it got hit by a car. Oh.
You are in luck, Mrs. Burris. The Humane Society has a one-way ticket to Dallas, where you can show up and watch the Dallas, Texas State Dog Fair and be surrounded by 4,000 dogs.
Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll call Stanley. I know I can count on Stanley.
Mrs. Burris, you make it through the entire show without killing a single animal, the Humane Society will pay your bus fare home. Good thing. You can have peace of mind, and the dogs of your neighborhood can have a respite from the death and carnage that they've been subjected to. Sincerely yours, 85th Greater Tuna Humane Society.
Hello, Stanley. Stanley, it's Pearl. Get over here, I need you. Well, I want you to run over Henry's bird dog. Ripper. Uh-huh. No, he's already dead. Yeah, I killed him. Well, Stanley, I know it's not as much fun running over a dead dog, but for God's sake, please, to God, get over here. I don't think I can stand it anymore. All right. All right, you're a good nephew. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. I knew I could count on Stanley. Oh, while he's here, I'll have him run me down to the funeral parlor so I can view Judge Buckner. Oh, nothing would get me out in this heat, except to see him dead. That's what we'll do, go down to the funeral. Oh, hey, Stanley, get in here. Come on.
Oh, what'd you poison Uncle Henry's dog for?
Oh, Stanley, don't say that. I didn't. It was an accident. I was after an egg-sucking poodle, and Ripper just came up and grabbed the bitter pill.
Hell, bro. I was like no Ripper.
Well...
You know, Uncle Henry finds out you poisoned his $2,000 dog, he's gonna have a conniption fit.
Oh, Stanley, he's gonna scream like a banshee. Now, quick, drag it out into the road. We'll run it over.
Bro, you're crazy.
Stanley, don't say that. I'm not. Okay, Stanley, I want you to take me down to the funeral parlor so I can view Judge Buckner. You can wait for me over at the Tasty Freeze. I'll buy you an ice cream cone.
Hurry up, Pearl.
I'm coming.
Hurry up, I don't want no one to see this.
I said I'm coming. I'm an old woman, Stanley. Don't rush me. All right. Pump it. That's right. All right, Stanley. Make it look good. All right. Roscoe? Is that you? What have they done to you? My goodness. You look so waxy. Oh, they waxed you down to make you look good. Y'all son of a bitch. A stroke. It was your conscience that killed you. Oh, those same tight little lips. Those beady eyes will never see the light again, will they, Judge? Oh, whatever made me think I could ever love you? Tell me, how? How could I do it? But I guess a young girl can be foolish, can't she? But you were always just too good for me, weren't you, Judge? Just too good. But I took it till you sent my favorite nephew, Stanley, to reform school. And for what? For spray painting stop signs. Oh, Judge, you might as well have just killed him. He hasn't been the same since. I swore to you then that I'd sing over your grave when you died. Judge, I feel a song coming on. The fox went out one stormy night. He prayed for the moon to give him light. He set out many miles to go before I reached the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Vera Carp, how are you?
Virgil, wait in the lobby. Be reverent. Well, it's been so long.
Yes, it's been a long time, Vera.
Ain't it awful?
Doesn't he look lovely?
I suppose, Virgil, that's to sign your name in, not to draw in, or put it down.
I just think he makes the loveliest looking corpse. Don't you think he looks nice, Vera?
No, I don't. Hey, now, stop that. You pull another flower out of there, I'll knock you the next week. Now, you get out there in the car right now. Wait with Connie.
Well, unfortunately, I just think he looks dead and still and waxy. By the way, Vera, that boy, he's not right.
Glass houses. Well, Roscoe Buckner's met his maker at last.
In a Dale Evans swimsuit? Oh, Judge, I don't believe I can take it anymore. Fox went out one stormy night. He prayed for the moon to give him light. He said I'm many miles ago before I reached the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh.
In reform school. That's about all I got to say about Gatesville. Lots of time to think. I had to nuzzle up real close to that homely housekeeper of yours, Yolanda. She thought I was in love. I kept it up long enough to get a set of her keys, see? I got all of my information bit by bit. Like your schedule, her schedule, and that 1 hour every Wednesday morning. And you're all alone? Yeah. She went out to get the groceries. I found out about that, and I'll shut you up. Parked across the street from the Piggly Wiggly and waited. And I seen you long ago in that store. I made a beeline to your house. I drove up that curvy driveway, right through the front damn door, and went to your bedroom. And all you could do was sit there on your half-paralyzed ass and stare at me. You knew I was there, didn't you? You knew Your Honor, didn't you? Man, it was hell getting you in that swimsuit. It was worth it. It was. You know what my favorite part was? You know what my favorite part was, Your Honor? When I pulled out that syringe, you started pleading with me. You pleading with me. All it took to finish you off was a couple of air bubbles in a vein. Just a couple of bubbles. Stroke! I guess we're even. Then why don't I feel like it, huh? Suppose my mama dies, I'll turn myself in. I want everybody to be surprised. I can hear him saying, "Wow, who'd have thought that Stanley Buemiller had the brains to pull that off?" Shoot.
All right. Good afternoon, Tuna. This is Thurston Wheelis, and this is the Wheelis-Struve Midday Report. Now, let's see. First off, in the news, there's going to be a meeting this afternoon of the Smut Snatchers of the New Order at the Coweta Baptist Church about 5 o'clock. Now, station OKKK is going to carry that meeting live, so y'all tune in. Now, the newest pet project of the Smut Snatchers is cleaning up those dictionaries down at Tuna High School. Now, they say that if you feel you know of a word that is of questionable value, or if you know of a word that just should not be in the dictionary, and you don't want your child around that word, you just bring that word with you to the meeting. Bring it with you to the meeting, and the Reverend Spike says that he will consider each word on a word-by-word basis. All right, there you go. Well, we have a very special guest in our studio this afternoon. She is a senior at Tuna High School, and she's the daughter of Hank and Bertha Buemiller, Miss Charlene Buemiller. And Charlene is this year's Javelina Club's Poetry Writing Contest winner. And if Charlene wins next month in Wichita Falls, then she'll go on to the national competition held up in Butte, Montana come February. And why the hell they'd want to have it up there, I'll never know. But anyway, Charlene says that her poem registers her love and admiration for tuna. And anyway, here's Charlene now with her poem, and it speaks for itself. Charlene? Go ahead and step on up to the microphone, sweetheart. Up to the microphone, baby. Honey, they can't hear you unless you're in front of the microphone. My Tuna by Charlene Buemiller.
My Tuna by Charlene Buemiller.
You're not done yet. You do it, baby. Turn around.
My Tuna, oh my Tuna, the only place I know. I often thought of leaving you, but don't know where I'd go. For Paris has no barbecue, and Rome just can't compare to a lovely Texas sunset when the dust is in the air.
That's good.
Oh Tuna, oh Jaguars lose another game and everybody fights. I love you when you're frozen, and I love you when you're dry, and in April when the pollen is so thick it makes you cry. Oh, Tuna, oh my Tuna, please just stay just the way you are, because I just think the world outside of Tuna is bizarre.
The cockles of your heart. Thank you, Charlene. All right. Hey, folks, listen up. I got a call from Nadine Wooten's mother, Norma, and now seems that Nadine's out standing along the highway with her suitcase again. Now, as most of you know, about this time of year, Nadine stands out along Route 4 with her suitcase. Now, don't try to pick her up because she'll only tell you that she's waiting on Mr. Montague. And so we just wanted to remind you to look out for her. You know, don't run her over and don't try to pick her up, okay? Well, looks like it's that time of year again.
It is.
It is. It is.
Next in the news, we have Wanella Rainey is not dead.
No, she's not.
She's not.
She is not.
Now, she had been in the hospital with complications from several different fatal diseases. I don't know how many were there, Thurston.
Well, I don't remember, Arliss, but it was awful.
It was awful. It was awful. Yep. See, I thought she was going to die. Oh. She thought she was going to die. We all thought she was going to die.
We did.
What? She didn't?
No, she didn't.
She didn't. She didn't die.
No, she didn't.
She didn't.
She didn't. No, she didn't.
No, she's home. She said, you come on over and see her, give her a ring that she's not dead.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's all right.
Hey, what's that smoke?
Well, it's time for a little culture. In keeping with the government's new policy of allowing private enterprises to help out with society's artistic needs, we here at station OKKK are proud to present the weekly Art Minute. Now, this week's guest on the Art Minute is none other than Tuner's own R.R. Snavely. Thank you, R.R. Well, what do you got for us, R.R.?
Honky Tonk Angels.
Honky Tonk Angels. Take it away, R.R.
I have to warm up for a minute, Arliss.
Hurry up, R.R. You only got 40 seconds left. Unidentified flying objects, he plays a mean fiddle.
He does. He does.
Next up in the news, Maxine Bovine, this year's reigning Miss Tuna at the Miss Texas pageant, has had a run of bad luck. Seems her talent competition went over by 20 seconds. As you all know, she's doing the famous Scarlett O'Hara, I'll never eat another root again speech. And right before she got the root up to her lips, well, the buzzer went off. Apparently she threw a wall-eyed fit, now she's down at the hospital suffering from shock. But we talked to her chaperone, Mildred Jean Perkins, and and she said that Maxie will be at that the swimsuit competition tomorrow night. Well, that gal's a trooper.
She is.
She's now from our World News Desk. Nuclear accident imperils millions in 7 states, Texas not included. That's all the news we got for you. Yep. But you just stay right there. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. Get away from it.
Get away from it, because we got Tuna Speaks up next.
Yeah. All right.
Well, there's nothing quite like Texas on a Saturday night. Nothing brings compared to it, no matter how you try. The bottle never closes, New York City's got right line. But it's nothing quite like.
This is P.D. Fisk, speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Now, we have been receiving some flack. See, some people out there have been accusing the Humane Society of not being sensitive to the needs of fish. But this is simply not true. We care very deeply about fish. We understand that when you pull you pull the fish out of the water with a hook in its mouth. Then you rip it through its jaw. Then you take a knife and you stick it in its anal opening. And you run it up through his neck. Then you scrape out all his guts. Well, the fish feels that. Fish feel pain. They're just very, very subtle about expressing it. Now, please join the growing number of Americans who prefer to see their fish in the rivers and in the streams and not on a plate with tater tots. This is P.D. Fisk speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
This is Elmer Watkins on Tuna Speaks. As a citizen of Tuna, I feel that it is my obligation to speak out about this Agent Orange stuff and its effects on servicemen. Now, I just want to say that over the past year, I've hired over 14 veterans, Vietnam veterans, to work on the road crew. And out of that 14, only 4 of them have died. And there wasn't a one of them what turned orange. No, I swear to God, not a one of them turned anyways near orange. Anyway, I just think it's a lot of propaganda from this liberal press and these hippie-oriented groups. And so I just think it's about time somebody spoke up about this Agent Orange stuff. This is Elmer Watkins on Tuna Speaks. Thank you.
Hello there. Welcome to the Coweta Baptist Church, where everybody's welcome, even Catholics. Hi there. Isn't that the prettiest little dress? Yeah, I used to have a dress just like that, years ago. Isn't it wonderful how some people can just wear anything? Yeah, hi there. I thought you were dead. I did, I don't know, remember who told me, but I'm glad they were wrong. Hi there. Well, I bear a carp, acting vice president of Smut Snatchers for a new order. In the absence of our president, Reverend Spikes, do hereby claim this meeting to be open. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Now, we need to send out a communique from our education committee. After all the vicious things they've been saying about us in the papers, well, We just feel that we need to have a more flexible stance on our bilingual education program. Now, we do have a bilingual education program to submit to the schools. The difference is ours is one of moderation. It entails the learning of the following Spanish phrases. Habla usted inglés, which is, do you speak English? Cuánto, which is, how much? Donde puedo comprar este check, which is, where can I cash this traveler's check? Por favor, envíeme un botones para recoger mi equipaje, which is, please send me a boy for my luggage. And no he pedido esto, which is, I didn't order this. Now, we feel that that's all the Spanish any red-blooded American ought to need to know. Let's see what the papers have to say about that. Well, he's still not here, so I'll forge ahead. We need to send out a snatch squad. We need to send out a book snatching squad to the Tuna High School to check on them dictionaries. We have made a list of some words we feel may be unsuitable or offensive or misunderstandable by pre-college youths. The list is as follows. Hot. Hooker. Coke. Clap. Deflower. Ball. Knocker and nuts. Yeah. After much prayer and soul searching, we have decided not to include the word snatch in this year's list. Now, I know some of you have some very strong feelings about the word snatch. We just can't afford to change our letterhead at this time. Oh, here he is. I hereby turn this meeting over to the Honorable President, Reverend Spice.
Thank you, Vera. Thank you, Vera. Thank you. Folks, I am sorry to be so very late, but let's get right on down to business now, shall we? Are you finished? Right. We need to send out a snatch squad to the Tuna High School.
I already said that.
Well, Vera, that's all the fun of being president is sending out the snatch artists.
Well, I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Please don't. All right, we have received a new communique on our bilingual...
Said that too.
Well, now you just told them everything now, haven't you?
What did you expect me to do for the past 15 minutes when you weren't here? Sing show tunes?
Now, Vera, I will not get into this power struggle thing with you and all these people.
Hush.
What?
The radio people are here.
Howdy, Arliss, how are you? Oh, good, 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 good. Oh, no, I'm fine, fine. Good. What's that? Oh, well, let me find out. Are we ready with the Buckner eulogy?
Of course.
Yes, we're ready with the Judge Buckner eulogy. Tell you what, Arliss, you just go ahead and set up your equipment back there, and when you're ready, you just wave your hand, and, oh, you're ready. Oh, all right. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, okay. Oh, are we live? Oh, okay, sorry. This is the Reverend Spikes. And I just want to say a few words about a friend of mine and a friend of Tuna's. Roscoe Buckner lived his whole life in service to his community, to his country, and to his Lord. And we are certain that that when the roll is called up yonder, he'll be there. He was a judge who made hay while the sun shined. But he always let a smile be his umbrella. He kept his sunny side up and always saw the silver lining behind every cloud. He was a judge who took no wooden nickels, nor threw caution to the wind. No, he looked before he leapt, and he never got in over his head. Yes, indeed, he never got in over his head. No, he kept his head when all about him were losing theirs and blaming him for it. He kept his nose to the grindstone and a stiff upper lip. Now about this man, we can truly say he was one of a kind. A jolly good fellow which nobody can deny. He was one for all and all for one, and to his own self true. And I can tell you this, he did it his way. He was a serious-minded judge who let bygones be bygones. But he remembered the Alamo. About this man, we can truly say he was the cream in Tuna's coffee. He kept the home fires burning, and he fought fire with fire, and when he couldn't stand the heat, he got out the kitchen. He would walk that extra mile, and he would walk it softly.
Amen.
And carry a big stick. He was a pepper. A man's man. Early to bed and early to rise. He laid his cards on the table, gathered at the river, and brought in the sheaves. And hunger was his best pickle.
What the devil does that mean?
Hush, Vera, just hush. He was a judge who would never fire until he saw the whites of their eyes. For he whistled a happy tune. He praised the Lord and passed that ammunition. For he had not yet begun to fight. And never, no, never, ever, ever, ever did I ever hear the man say, die. He just did. He was a fine, upstanding civil servant who practiced what he preached, put his best foot forward, and his money where his mouth was. To describe such a man, but I have done my best. We commend his soul to you, O Lord, and I, the Reverend Spikes, recommend him. Amen, Lord, amen. What's that, Orlis? Oh, no. All right. This is the Reverend Spikes. And I just want to say a few words about a friend of mine and a friend of Tuna's.
The Tuna High School Jaguars lost their season opener against the Coolburg Comanches. It was a hard-fought contest, but in the end, the Purple and Green Cats were on the short end of a 48-0 score. Coach Raymond Chassis evaluated the loss this way.
Well, we lost mainly because we couldn't score, but the fact that it wasn't a second touchdown was a major factor in the loss also. I don't know which was a bigger factor, but you take away them two things, and it would have been a tie. So I'm really proud of our boys anyway.
Now, this is Honest Truby with the crime report. According to statistics, crime is down in the greater Tuna area from this time last year. Now, this time last year, there were 6 arrests, and this year, so far, we only had 4. Sheriff Gibbons says, though the numbers may still seem high, there's no reason for alarm over Tuna's high crime rate. He says it's mostly the same people getting arrested over and over and over again. Here we have Sheriff Gibbons himself in an interview taped early this morning.
Yeah, well, I don't run no country club, that's for sure. Where I come from, jail's supposed to be an unpleasant experience. And I think it still should be, I really do. And I'll tell you one thing, you can call me old-fashioned, but a couple of 100 years ago, law enforcement was a much more rewarding profession than it is today.
The sheriff's remarks were recorded early this morning at the Dewey County Jail.
Get in there, boy! Come on, sit your butt down. Now, I've seen some people just can't keep out of trouble now, can they?
What? I don't know you're talking
Oh,
about.
now, you wouldn't put me on now, Stanley, would you? You wouldn't do that to me, boy.
You're gonna
Would
charge
ya?
me with something.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge your ass, boy. But first, I want to talk to you about this. What you doing with a hypodermic needle in your car, Stanley? You doing drugs, boy?
Look at my arms. Look at my arms. Take a good close look. Ain't nothing been in my arms.
Yeah. You think you're pretty smart, don't you, boy? Well, I got a witness. That's right. I got me a witness. You're not too smart, are you, boy? No, I wouldn't say so. Not too
You
smart.
gonna charge me with...
Yeah, I'm gonna charge your ass, boy! You may think that we're just a bunch of stupid country boys around here. But we've been keeping an eye on you, Stanley.
You're gonna charge me with something
I'm
to do
gonna
with...
charge you right now, boy! Get up. Come on. There you go, Stanley. Parking tickets, 2 of them. One for speeding in a 20 zone, one for no turn signal. Now, the next time you go out joyriding with Yolanda, you best look out for yourself. You are staying right here till I get $41.27. How smart you feel now, boy? You damn fool. Well, good night, boy. Oh, and Stanley, if that phone rings, don't you bother. Oh, Lord. Lord. I know, Lord, that I have done some things in this life that I should not have done. And I know that you have forgiven me time and time again. But Lord, just this once, please don't let Henry find out about that bird dog. Amen.
Oh, Stanley, answer the phone. I know you're home. I'm all out of strychnine, and I know you've got some. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I just don't sleep well knowing that there's no strychnine in the house.
Hello?
This is Leonard Childers with the Tuna Bulletin Board. Now, if you have any youngins between the ages of 8 and 14, you need to know that Thursday is your last day to register your kids for Colonel Sprayberry's Character Camp and Survival Institute. Now, this year they're offering classes in Old Testament appreciation, segregation in the scriptures, Christian biology, character development, and the proper use of firearms. So register your kids today. It'll do them some good.
Well, I guess this story must begin that fateful day way back when I decided I should...
Jody, son, you listen to this thing too much. Why don't you leave it off? I'm gonna head out and check on them hired hands, make sure they ain't out getting drunk when they should be resting up for the job, so I'll be coming in kind of late. You tell your mom.
Why don't you tell Mom?
Because I told you to do it. Leave that damn thing off. Hank! Hank!
Mama, he's gone.
He's gone, baby. Where?
Went out to check on them hired hands and make sure they ain't out getting drunk.
Well, baby, you come into bed now.
Mama, can't I stay up a little while and listen to the radio?
Baby, you heard what I said.
Mama, I don't want to stay up all night, just a half an hour.
Jody!
Right.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Jody, the puppy is whining.
I'll take care of it, Mama.
Let the puppy out. And say your prayers. I'm listening.
Dear God, thank you for the puppies and for our summer vacation. And God bless Mama. Amen.
Jody, put the puppy out. Out checking on them hired hands, huh? Wait. That's a new one. Bet he spent a lot of time thinking that one up. Lord, I need help. And I need strength. As you know, Lord, last week I bought a gun. And I need you to give me the strength not to buy any bullets. Amen.
All right, everybody. Let's yell. 2 bits, 4 bits.
Darlene, honey, you remember that promise you made? If you didn't get a cheerleader, you'd quit practice and quit.
All right.
Good night, baby. Say your prayers.
I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
Dee Dee, I swear I saw it.
Yeah, you saw that gigantic hovering chalupa. You and Morgan David.
Dee Dee, I told you I wasn't drunk when...
Yeah, if I wasn't such a hardcore Southern Baptist and my mama was dead, I'd divorce your ass.
Good evening, Tuna. This is Thurston Wheelis.
And this is Arliss Struve.
And this is the Wheelis
Struve
Bedtime Report. And now for the news. Take it away, Arliss.
Well, actually, we had a lot of news, but we lost it. We did.
We did?
We did. We did. Did you look under the table? I looked everywhere. I can't find it, but we'll be back in a minute, and we'll find it, and we'll have it for you.
Did you look over here?
Well, where the hell did I put that thing? I don't know where the hell to put it.
All right, I want everybody to settle down. I want to get this meeting underway. First order of business, I want everybody to bow their heads for a few words of prayer. Lord, we just wanted to drop you a line and let you know that we're still dedicated to doing your work. and that we still believe in making this world a better place for the right kind of people. Thank you.
Listen. No. Listen. Here it is. Any animal that can't be adopted within a reasonable amount of time must be destroyed. Now, destroying the animal is the only humane recourse. See, you can't say I haven't tried. You've been petted a week 5 times. That's a record. Now, I'd love to keep you, but I think you're crying back there with the dogs already gone and the ducks are just starting to come in. No, don't. Stop that. No, stop. How can I put you out of your misery if you're wagging your tail? No, stop. Come on. All right, you can stay. Come on, get out in the backyard and play. Go on. No, don't bark it, Ruth. Snakes are sensitive. I don't know if there's anybody up there. I don't know much about religion. But if you are, I'd like to ask you a few favors for the animals. Now, I got 12 dogs. And I don't even have a count on the cats. And then there's the ducks, and Ruth, and Yippee. And another thing. Hunting season's about to start. That means the nightmares are gonna begin. I hit that first shot and I have nightmares and they don't stop until November. I really feel stupid about asking, but if you really are up there and you created all this, sure could use some help taking care of it. Thank you. Hell, I can't find it anywhere.
Well, did you look in the car?
Yeah.
Well, now, what about in the freezer?
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah.
Well, where is it then?
We lost the news.
We did.
Well, sorry. Take me out of the game, Coach. We lost the news.
We did.
We did. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
And always remember our motto here at Station OKKK. If you can think of some place you like better than Tuna, move. Change clothes again. It's great. We have some people back there who don't get rounds of applause, but there are changers, and they're back there changing and stuff. And I have a girl every night come and say to me, "Hey, take off your pants." But we're not done. We're gonna change the set around and get ready for our vaudeville show, and it's a Bourbon Street type style vaudeville show. We'll be back. So go to the bar, fill up your pitchers, head to the restroom, empty out your pitchers, and we'll be right back with our show. Okay? We said? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come with us to the hottest little hot spot this side of China Great Loop. And join us for our Bourbon Street style vaudeville show. Go.
sure it ain't the love.
There was just a slight schism, Daddy. That's all there was. Just a little something of this.
'Cause you're taking off my love.
Yes, I am.
Going round having yourself a ball.
All right, I got one more for you. So listen. I went to a fortune teller.
You did?
I had my fortune told.
What'd she say?
She said that you didn't love me. All you wanted was my gold. No, that ain't right at all. That you're spending all my money and going out having yourself a ball.
Suffer excess baggage.
Suffer
Florida Chase. Once again. Hey, did you enjoy the show? Yeah. Now I'm going to do about 20 minutes of stand-up. Okay. No, I'm not. We're going to turn you loose, but before we do, we'd like to tell you some things. Take those programs home with you, because they're yours to keep, and we don't want to clean them up. There, I said it. We're gonna ask you to take them home. And also, this show runs until February 22nd, so you can come back and see it as many times as you want. You can bring another date, and we won't tell. Yeah, you can come back and see it. If you had fun tonight, you go tell all your friends and relatives you had a good time at the Melodrama. And if you didn't have fun tonight, you keep it our little secret, okay? Yeah, alrighty. I think that's about all. Oh, this is very important. So listen closely. If you feel like you may have had a little bit too much alcohol to drink, please give the car keys to somebody else and let them drive you home. Or let one of us in the crew or Cash know, and we'll make sure you get home all right. We'll take care of your car. Everything will be fine. We won't ask you any questions. We'll just drive you home, okay? That's all. Ladies and gentlemen, out of all the audiences we have ever had here, you have been one of them.